So I'm Charles Alcock. I'm a senior editor with the AIN Media Group. We're an aviation news organization. And part of what we do is we cover the world's air show circuit. We go all around the world producing news from some of the world's great air shows. One of the shows we cover is the extraordinary AirVenture Show, which is held every year in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And some people call it the Woodstock for, aviation freaks, and they would quite happily answer to the term aviation freaks. The show has a long and storied history. It's run by an organization called the Experimental Aircraft Association. And as that name suggests, it's all about sharing, what's at the cutting edge of aviation. It has always been about let's show off aircraft that have been adapted to do remarkable things. Let's show off, the absolute realms of excellence in aviation. What makes the show have a character all of its own is the people who participate in it, the people who exhibit there. They're not just the big names like Boeing and Lockheed Martin, the obvious corporate behemoths in aviation. In many cases, they're people who are, just small entrepreneurs or individuals who are modifying their own aircraft and doing remarkable things with them. So it has, and I use this term advisedly, kind of a folksy feel about it. It's quite real. And it runs for almost a week. And people typically, a lot of people camp out next to their airplane. They fly in thousands of airplanes to this airfield in Oshkosh. Which is a big challenge in and of itself. And some people sleep under the wing of their aircraft. That's why I say it's being compared with sort of Woodstock in terms of the culture there. And in recent years, it's always been remarkable, but in recent years, we've seen some of the new advanced air mobility companies, some of the companies who are trying to change aviation by electrifying it and decarbonizing it, become part of the AirVenture story. And this year's show was no exception. So we had debuts from a couple of very interesting companies, one called Wisk, which is part of Boeing, and they're producing an eVTOL aircraft that is intended to fly fully autonomously with no pilot. And they demonstrated this at Oshkosh this year. They actually flew this thing autonomously. There were some pilots on the ground, who could have jumped in if things didn't go right, but things did go right. There was a French company called Voltaero who demonstrated their hybrid electric aircraft, which is called the Casio. And this was fascinating because it really reminded people that the AirVenture Show isn't just about a bunch of aviation enthusiasts, getting off on the stuff that makes them happy. It was about this is actually what aviation could be and will be if the initiatives go right.